That's right, all you fucking fuckers. The man is back. That's right. Welcome back to the channel. This is Rob here at Smirking Gun Reviews, trying to fix his hat. And digging up my old Negan outfit. Holy crap. That's right. So I kind of made a vow to myself not to talk about comics right now because I've got a new camera coming that makes me want to not do comic reviews until I can do them the way that I really want them. But of course, a certain book came out the other day. It's been out for a couple of weeks now. Well, this was last week. And I felt compelled, but I still put it off. There's a lot of things going on in my life. But I managed to set myself, pretty much back up, grab my old Negan stuff out from storage, threw this on, and decided to talk about what looks like a one-shot from Robert Kirkman and Charlie Adlard called Negan Lives, #1. Full spoilers if you've not read this book, or the end of the Walking Dead comic book series. If you're not all caught up, we're going to be talking about it. And so first things first is that, Negan lives at the end of the Walking Dead comic book. And they don't really give him anything. It's just more of a little shout out, Some people live, some people die, that kind of thing. And his final issue is one of the best issues of The Walking Dead, where he's confronted by Maggie over the death of Glenn and everything he's done and how he basically is ready to die, take his punishment. But he's left to live alone, ostracized. And so the book ends, right? We get that crazy, unceremonious ending of The Walking Dead, just ends. And then we've got nothing. And Kirkman's been busy doing Die, Die, Die. And then you've got Firepower that he just put out. And all of a sudden, I just hear about this. I just saw it. I mean, I didn't hear any promotions. I didn't pay any attention to it. But Negan Lives, I saw was coming out in this last week's subscription services from Graham Cracker Comics. And I'm like, oh, I got to get myself a couple of these. Thinking it was going to be a throwaway book, right? This is just one shot, but it'll be fun to read. It means nothing. The thing is, Negan Lives, well, if this is a one-shot, great. But I feel like not only does this issue, give a nice possible farewell to the character of Negan, but it also has the possibility of revitalizing my interest in The Walking Dead, not just as a comic book, but as possibility for future things that they can do on AMC. Now, they had talked about, I heard rumors that they were trying to spin off Negan in a book, and I was like, you know what, with what they've got going on now, I'm not following very closely to the book because they keep wanting to subvert, readers' expectations with the show, which in my opinion is, we like the book for a reason. If I want to see different versions of things happen, I don't. I don't want to see different things happen. Just to shock me, come on. All right? Maybe the dum-dums out there want it, but this dum-dum does not. But what happens in this book not only makes me think that this could be not just a one-shot, but maybe a limited series where Robert Kirkman can put out a book telling the further stories of Negan, but also it makes me actually want to see a Negan series as long as they get Jeffrey Dean Morgan to play Negan. My only caveat on that is that they need to start fucking letting Negan say fucking swear words. We're all adults. No, we're not. But some of us are adults, and some of us can handle the adult language. I mean, if we can watch people get their heads bashed in, I think we can handle saying the word fuck a bunch of times from one specific character that's his character. It's in his nature. And if you're letting your kids watch The Walking Dead anyway, fuck that. Fuck them. Let them hear the fucking cuss words. You probably say worse shit in front of them anyway. But anyway, let's talk about this book, because I literally just was like, I didn't know what to expect. I'd heard good things, but I tried to stay away from anybody talking about spoilers about it. But now that it's been out long enough, we're covering it, all right? And for those of you who don't want to buy it but are interested, we're going to talk about it. So we jump right in, right? And with this introduction of Negan, basically doing his, the shot from above, from below up, that very powerful stance of him talking down to someone, very much like he would do when he was with the Saviors. Also, the art in this by Charlie Adler, fucking A, man. And Robert Kirkman, you fucking nailed it, man. Like, I don't always like what you write, but this one, you definitely know Negan. Well, I automatically went, okay, if this is present time, and I guessed it. I can't believe I guessed it. I'm not lying. I was like, you know what? He's talking to a bunch of flowers. Because for some reason, this whole thing made me think of the way he's talking, and I don't know why, but it made me think of Carol's Look at the Flowers. And right as the next page goes, he sure enough is, he's talking shit to a bunch of flowers, gathering them up in only way Negan can, taking them back to where he lives, where he's staying, bringing it to the unofficial grave of his wife, which is also the actual grave of Lucille the Bat, and how he's sitting there talking to his wife, and he's just kind of talking. He doesn't know why he's still here. I'm going to read part of this. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know why I'm still here. I don't know why I can't throw a belt over my fucking door and just end it all. I hate this. I hate being so fucking alone. I hate this goddamn empty world. But most of all, I hate that I'm so fucking scared of dying that I somehow, deep down, whether I admit it or not, prefer this to being dead. And so he, just kind of, screams out, like, this is where I'm at, and I'm talking to a fucking bat. So, he's kind of grown. A little bit, He's acknowledged of what he's done and where he is in the world, but unapologetically. And he goes home to, make some dinner. And that's when things get what I thought was going to be stupid. Because all of a sudden, right there is this young thing sitting there with barely anything on, being like, hi. And my name's Lucy. And the whole time I'm thinking, is he fucking having a hallucination right now? And that he's got, he's so delirious and so out of it that he's just seeing what he wants to see. Because this beautiful girl without a mark on her just felt like a hallucination. So they sit down, he's actually really nice, and he feeds a rabbit, and they start talking, and she's, he's opening up, talking about, what happened the very first days of the zombie apocalypse. He's like, I was surrounded by dead people, rotting, bloated fucking corpses who were somehow alive and wanted to fucking eat me. And I wasn't freaking out. I was acting like this is normal. This is the new normal. After 5 motherfucking measly days. And so he's having this conversation with her, and she finally, she gets up, she starts getting all cozy. Gets all right up next to him. Look at that way she's crawling at him like a cat, all sexy and shit. And I'm going, come on, this is either a hallucination or this is the dumbest chick in the apocalypse who's rolling up on one of the most dangerous dudes in the Walking Dead universe. But see, in this world, these people people roaming around don't know Negan, don't know the stories of Negan, didn't know what Negan did, didn't know how he started a gang and, bashed people's heads in and took everything that they had and used people for fucking slavery. Well, he finally does what I was hoping he was going to do, and it turns out she's not a hallucination, right? So he just gets up, he's like, where are they? All right, what is this crap? Like, am I on some kind of punk show, that kind of thing? Like, what's going on here, right? I'm supposed to believe that you just come walking out of here, no mark on you, not totally clean. And she realizes, she's like, wow, you're definitely smarter than you look. And right then, as I was hoping at least that it wasn't a hallucination, but predictably, but in a good way, because I really kind of wanted something like this to go down, was to force a confrontation where he's the one you know, on his knees. He's the one being taken by a group of people for what little he has, right? So this group comes in and they're knocking him around, right? They're planning on killing him. He's not fighting back because he's given up. He doesn't really care if he lives or dies. And she's trying to say, like, why do we have to kill everybody that we come across? You know, he seems like a pretty nice guy. You know, why does this have to happen? And they start making him dig his own grave. And oh yeah, all right, yeah, get him talking. You know, these guys are talking shit. Get him talking. You know, let me dig up old Lucille, and I'll turn the tables on you guys just as I'm about to get put in this grave, and I'll kill all of you. Right? That's what I'm thinking is about to happen. But in great fashion, and maybe a little bit, maybe my version of it would be a little bit better. But instead, what happens is, while he's making all this noise and everything, it's attracted some zombies who attack. And now he's getting the upper hand, and he's getting pissed. In fact, he's so pissed that the zombies are killing the men who attacked him, that he's attacking the zombies because he's like, these people are mine. Don't you dare take away from me what I'm about to do to them. And so, yeah, like I said, everybody, you know, take a look. He fucking takes the shovel and shoves it right into this guy's heart. And here he goes. Now you have a fucking shovel in your motherfucking heart, you motherfucker. You stupid motherfucker. You should have just shot me while you had the fucking chance. Why don't you people just fucking shoot me? Me, why? Do I look like you want to give me a chance to retaliate? You feel that shovel pushing through your cock-sucking motherfucking heart and scraping your goddamn fucking fuckity spine? That's your fucking fault! Meanwhile, Lucy, if that is her real name, is looking on in horror as he's like, I'm trying to cut your friend in half with this shovel. And so he tells her to get out of her grave. His wife, not the fucking bat, he makes a point to say. And he says to himself, you know what? She's still out there, rotting. Probably a fucking skeleton by now, just lying out in the open on the floor of the hospital room where I left her. It's long past time I finally put her to rest. Long past time I had something to live for. And he's like, basically says, you want to come with? She's like, you want me to come with you? He's like, why not? Don't you want to see what happens next? Now by that right there, to me, it says, this ain't over by a damn sight. Now, it might take Kirkman the rest of his life to finish this story. Who knows? But it's a great jumping off point. It tells a continuing story of my favorite villain in the Walking Dead universe as he goes towards a road to, I'm not going to say redemption, but doing some of the right things. Doing some things that he should have done. And maybe becoming a better person along the way, but totally Negan style. This book never forgets the character. Robert Kirkman has truly not forgotten this character, and while the situation that he gets put in is cliche Walking Dead stuff, it's always done really well. Just like I said, the book has never disappointed me. Even at the end, you know, if we had known, would the last arc be my favorite arc of that book series? No. But it still always stayed true to itself to me, and in a lot of ways ended properly, just maybe, you know, cut short. You know, I feel like there was some gaps there. But this gives me hope in not only the comic book franchise, but like I said, in the series. Because if they could make Negan do what's happening in here, if they could somehow wrap his character up, you know, with an open end on the show, and then lead into this, I would actually watch the Negan spin-off show. And I don't even watch the regular show anymore, you know, and I don't review it. I am actually going to watch the latest season so I can talk with Darren Jakes over at D's Reviews, and hopefully, you know, we'll talk about, you know, this book and everything. I would love to do some of that. I don't want to be done with the Walking Dead universe, and with this book, I might not have to be. So if you like this review, please hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe. We just hit 1,500 subscribers, everybody. I can't believe it. It just literally happened. Thank you so much for those of you who watch and like the content, and know that it's not always about how a video looks or what little clips you put in there. It's about what you say. And if you don't like what I say, sorry, you know, there's plenty of videos about Walking Dead out there. But if you did like it, thanks for watching. Thanks for leaving comments. Thanks for being supportive of the channel. Don't forget that we've got Amazon watch parties and Netflix watch parties happening on the channel. Those are being announced as of right now. Making this video, we're doing a Mystery Science Theater 3000 episode watch party on Amazon tomorrow, Central Standard Time. There will be a link in that video's description, or comments, I should say, at 7:45. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everybody, and let's get some more Negan out there. Bye.